Steve should put the microphone up just a bit. Is that better?
Yes.
Well, I'm just going to prelude to the main speech from the Coleman Abbey. No pressure. And the good thing is, I'm just going to say just a little bit. I'm very blessed to have 2 handsome sons and 2 gorgeous daughters. And I'm here tonight for Lucy's 21st. And the good news is it's after 10 o'clock, which means it lasted longer than Lucy's 16th birthday party. Don't know if any of you were actually at it, but actually I had a bit of a panic attack. It was meant to be for 15 to 20 people. It was at the house. It was our first house party that I know about. There might have been 1 or 2 others. But when the motorbikes started going round and round the house in the garden, maybe 14 of them, and about 40 to 50 different people were in, I actually removed the iPod, cancelled the music, and everybody was away by about 5 to 10. Lucy never spoke to me for about 3.5 weeks. So we beat that tonight. It's only 5 past 10. As you know, Lucy does like speaking her mind, and I always used to say to her when I used to ask her if she wanted to do something, I said, and she would say, maybe Dad, maybe this, and I said, darling, maybe actually means no. So when you say maybe, I know it means no. So tonight, I was sort of organising a party, and I said, I've got this great band, but it was playing songs like U2 and Simple Minds, and I was going to have them on here for an hour before the show, and I said, darling, I've got the band organised, what do you think? She went, maybe Dad, which meant I had to cancel the band, so there's no band. So she knows how to get her own way. And I'm very fortunate enough to go to the gym occasionally with Lucy and Hannah and my elderly guy that I train with. And the only thing is, when we ever go for a coffee or that after it, I'm sure the people in the coffee shop think that both that my girls are my carer or something. But it's good fun. And when my son goes to the gym with a trainer, or I go to the gym, or when Hannah goes to the gym, whatever he asks us to do, we all do. If he wants us to go from 1 to 20 on the step machine, we do it. No, Lucy. Lucy got to about 10, and he says, right, just go up 1 more. No, she says, I'm fine as I am. And that's typical of Lucy. I could tell you about all Lucy's sport accolades and all the different things. And yes, she scored hat-tricks for Watsons at hockey. She only actually ever performed on the field. £5 wasn't enough per goal for Lucy. She never used to score. She would play in midfield, but eventually she became the captain. We're all very proud of her. But when I mentioned £10 per goal, that's when the hat-tricks happened. There was actually about 3 or 4 in a row. But I was more interested in some of the accolades. As you see some of the pictures round about, that's Lucy at 18 months, demanding ribs at the Hard Rock Cafe. We brought her up on Hard Rock Cafes, as you all know, she loves them. But that was her at 18 months, and that was her dancing on the table there, which was about 4 years old. So these are all the accolades I like. Lucy is the first one of my kids ever to break a bone. She's the first one ever that got any double figures before she passed her driving test. I bet you none of you knew that one. She got to 11 before she passed her driving test. 11 attempts. That's just a little joke. That's just a little joke, Lucy. It was 3, but it was still more than any of the other kids. One of the great stories that some of you will know and some of you don't was the time that Karen and I were asked by Mr. Edwards, and we got the phone call to come up to school when he wanted to speak to us about Lucy. So I was at work, Karen was at the house, we arranged to meet just outside the school, we both went together. And if we did really feel that we were going to get our dressing down, but we'd never actually been up to school for any of the kids before. Lucy was only about 11 at the time. So we got called into the principal's office, and we sat there. We said, what's the problem? So the problem's Lucy Lowe. I said, right, what's the problem? She said, well, there's a school bully, and he's been bullying some of the other kids. And we said, well, what's the problem with Lucy? Well, the young man concerned won't leave school, and he's phoned his parents because Lucy's threatened to get all your doormen to wait for him after school. So she had said that the espionage doorman will be waiting for you at the foot of the gate. So the poor boy was petrified and didn't leave the school. So we got her warning and we spoke to Lucy, but I was actually quite proud of her, so I was really quite delighted with that. So, my one and only time I had to go up to the principal office for Lucy. Lucy, as you know, doesn't speak her mind, and I love that about her. And I loved seeing how independent she is, both by going down to university in Newcastle, and then when she came back for her year's work experience and moving into the flat with her friends, it really showed a great independence. And I loved the fact she was going with two of her best friends and just experiencing a year in a flat. That was great. And she worked here for a year in Le Monde, both in reception and in events. And it was quite funny, after about 9 months, we'll all get business cards printed, and everybody says, what do you want as your job title, Lucy? And without even looking up, didn't even look up, just put Le Monde Princess. I was thinking she was going to put event coordinator or reception assistant. No, Lucy, just put Le Monde Princess. I think Lucy just knows exactly what she wants in her life, and I think she'll definitely get it. Really, really proud of her tonight. She looks beautiful, and I've got one small gift for Lucy, and I'm just going to read it out. I know most of what I'm going to say in this sheet, but I'm just going to read it to you. It's just for a small gift I've got for Lucy, and I gave the same to Hannah. I never had this. I'd done one different type of poem for Hannah when she was 21, but this is a different thing, and so it's only going to take another 1 minute mass speech, and then the real main ones will be coming. It's actually I don't know if it's the journey of a diamond. I'm trying to read this here. So if you just bear with me for a second, here it is. More than 1,000 million years ago, before man or even dinosaurs walked the earth, deep inside the Earth's crust, a tiny crystal began to grow. It grew under intense heat and incredible pressure. It was subject to tectonic movement, earthquakes, and all the spectacular mayhem that the last 1,000 million years has wreaked on this Earth. The only way it could reach the surface was by hitching a ride on the nearest volcano. Billions and billions of raindrops freed it from the lava, washed it down the sides of mountains into streams, rivers, and finally into the sea. That's when man comes in, mining these incredible stones, sorting the gem quality from the stones that are only good for industry, cutting them to release the brilliance and fire within, and finally, after this incredible journey over hundreds of millions of years, that tiny piece of the hardest substance known to man is here for Lucy. All diamonds are incredibly rare. In order to yield 1 carat of gem quality diamond, 250 tons of earth has to be moved. Of all the diamonds mined, only 4% are gem quality, and only 1% of those are the absolute best. Those diamonds are the rarest of all, like this one I have for Lucy. It's a colour grade D, which is the rarest and the best, just like Lucy. In clarity, the grade is flawless, which is also the rarest and the best, just like Lucy. In other words, it's perfect, and for the last time, just like Lucy. So I'd like you to raise your glasses and say cheers and happy birthday to Lucy. Lucy. Onto the stage, I'd like to ask Nicole and Abby, the real stars of the show, next to Lucy, of course.